but it was about to end up getting a lot more stressful. We did a quick overnight in Dodge City, and now we were going to head out again and travel up to a new state. We had to come to Dodge City because of the weather. We had wanted to go to Joplin, Missouri, but because of predicted storms, we weren't able to go. So we came here instead. We had to do the same thing last year because of the weather. We do like coming here though, so it was a fun overnight stay. But now it's just about time to go.
We stopped at Walmart. Sharon's running in to get some supplies, and I'm staying in the truck with the cats.
We found some diesel for $4.59 at Casey's, so we had to stop and get some of that. We started out on Route 50. Today's trip is about 226 miles. Not too long, but it'll help shave off some miles from our trip back to Buffalo. We don't mind the days that are around 200 miles. It's when it gets up over 3 and close to 4, those days can be pretty hard. After today, we'll have about 1,200 miles to go and about 6 days to do it. This little town is La Crosse, Kansas. It has a population of about 1,000. La Crosse is known throughout the nation as the barbed wire capital of the world, and they host an annual barbed wire festival every spring. They also have the Barbed Wire Museum.
Yeah.
Do you like Kansas?
What do you think of Kansas, Henry? Wow, yeah.
This town is Hays, Kansas. It's the most populous city in northwestern Kansas, with a population of about 21,000. It's historically known as a wild frontier town. Visitors are encouraged to explore the city's landmarks and see where history walked the streets. There are unique museums and attractions to learn about our military past and Volga German heritage. In the early days, Hays was a wild and lawless town. The legendary Wild Bill Hickok served as sheriff for a few months in 1969. Both Calamity Jane and Buffalo Bill once lived in Hays, Kansas. Interstate 70 goes right through Hays. It actually goes all the way from Utah. It goes from Utah all the way to Maryland, and it runs through Utah, Colorado, Kansas, Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, West Virginia, Pennsylvania, and Maryland. So it covers a lot of states. We've never been to Utah as of yet. We hope to get there one day. We did go through Colorado on 370 it was called, and we ended up getting a bill in the mail, and it was over $50 because of the axles, but it was just a crazy amount to go on a highway. We wouldn't go back through Colorado. I don't know if they charge on the 70. I think that was the 370, but still, that was a lot of money. I think most of the 70 is free though. We weren't able to really take many interstates because of where we were driving through Kansas.
It's amazing how much farmland there is in Kansas. It's just endless land. As far as you can see, there's lots of farmland. It's incredible.
We did a good portion of the trip on Route 183 North, and that road wasn't too bad. But it was about to end up getting a lot more stressful. once we got onto Route 36, the shoulder was very narrow, and it was more stressful because of that. And there were swallows on the side of the road in the grass right at the edge of the road. And when we would drive, they would fly either away from the truck or sometimes in the path of the truck, and it was very stressful, and it went on for hours.
It's a little stressful having that coolant issue with the truck because we keep looking to see what the temperature is and making sure it doesn't go up too high. And we just want to make sure that the truck stays in good shape. We still got a lot of miles to go, and this is a little stressful. This trip has been a little stressful. Part of it is because it's been really hot and we haven't been able to use the air conditioner.
What a relief to get off Route 36. We were finally getting close to our destination. Just 17 miles to go. We really wanted this trip to be over so we could relax after all the stress of driving here. Only 13 more miles. Oh my goodness, I'm so thankful. I'm so glad that we're almost there. This has just been unbelievable. There they are. See the swallows? This is Lovewell Reservoir. Isn't it pretty? I just love being anywhere near water. Ready, everybody? Leaving Kansas. Come again. And what does this say?
It's coming up ahead over there.
Oh, there it is. Everybody ready? Nebraska. The good life. Home of Arbor Day. What a relief to be in Nebraska. We were so excited to arrive at our destination finally. It was almost to the point of starting to get dark soon, so we really just wanted to settle. We usually park in the spot where that RV is. See, it's nice and big and we can fit in without having to unhitch, and it's kind of easy to pull into. We tried to get into this spot here, but it was too short and I just couldn't angle it properly because I had to come in from the road like this and try to pull in, and I couldn't get it to straighten out. I think the spot isn't big enough for our rig anyway. So we finally gave up and looked for other spots. A lot of the spots here are probably too small for our rig, especially to be hitched up. When we're traveling across the country, we generally don't unhitch, especially if we're leaving in a day or two. We tried to get into those two spots over there. That one and that one. But with the way the road is, with such a big rig, to try to cut it in, I had to go on the grass. I was concerned about getting stuck, and it was uphill and there's a bump over there. It was just really hard to try to get into those two spots, so we ended up parking over there. Luckily, I was able to pull the RV up into this road here and then back it up into the spot. Although we had to park next to somebody with a van. We don't like to park next to anybody if possible because we know people like their space, but we tried different spots and we couldn't find another spot to park in that worked with our big rig.
We made it to Superior, Nebraska, and it was a long travel day, and we are ready to go to bed. It was a long, stressful day. On the way here, we had the message on our truck that we had low coolant. The coolant was low in the truck, and so that was a little bit stressful. And then as we were driving, we kept having birds flying up in front of the truck. I think they're called swallows. Is that what they were called? Swallows? And that was a little stressful because we didn't want to hit any of them, but it was just such a long drive, and we're just glad to be here, and we are ready to call it a night and go get some rest.